So we're back to long days. It's been a while since I made another recording, so I'll have to think back a little bit. I started a job working for the university and it's great so far. It's mainly admin sort of tasks, work in reception, little bits of publicity, but a certain amount of teaching will come with it, and I start Friday with that, delivering what they call the Culture Cafe. So different people speaking English as a second language, wanting to kind of expand their vocabulary and gain confidence. Although I've never taught EFL, I suppose the experience comes from having taught youngsters from all over the world. So I think I'll probably be fairly much in my comfort zone with that. Can but give it a try anyway. It's nice to be trusted with something like that straight away. Even though it is equally a convenience for them, because they don't have to get someone else in to teach it. But yeah, they're all decent people, and I think I fit in quite well, and they seem pretty happy with me. So I'm steaming up. Try again. My littlest bunny's been ill. He was in hospital for 5 nights, and he's going back in tomorrow for a dental surgery, so I'm quite worried about him. He's recovered quite well, but it's always a concern having to put them under anaesthetic, so I'm kind of nervous about that. And I have to go to work before I'll actually be able to bring him home once he comes round. They keep him in for observation for quite a while. So yeah, I'm just a bit nervous. I'm going to have to ask my dad to pick him up, and that in itself is a bit hard for him. But I think he'll be okay. The residency started this week. We've produced some work already, which is encouraging. Got loads of ideas for development that I'm quite excited about, because again, it's working with media that I wouldn't normally work with. Yeah, I'm really excited. I wish we'd got more than a month for it, I really do. I actually kind of just wish that I could hurl out my own work at the moment and pursue this. It's not an option. We're back in lectures as of this week, proper lectures. Last week were just introductory lectures. So the one module that we've got to do all the legwork for a public artwork or a cultural event. Ideally they want it to be in Wolverhampton, which I don't know. I really wanted to do something where I live, which would potentially help out with the club that owns the flat, but it would also fit into my own work that I'm exploring at the moment as well, as a sort of an offshoot. So I might still do that. We are entitled to do it anywhere we want. But it just seems really in depth, a lot more in depth than I was expecting from what was pitched to us in the introductory lecture. We have to write a proposal, but it sounds very designy, architecturally almost. So I've been a little bit perturbed by that, really. I don't know, maybe I've just taken it at face value and been a bit frightened by it. The other module, the Neo Avant-Garde, I've started the reading for. I've just had the first lecture, and I just dissolved into a fit of giggles at one point and just complete delirium. I actually engaged quite a bit with part of the lecture. I thought, oh, I'm actually understanding this stuff, and then it just went out of the window. He talks so quickly I can't keep up. I'm actually writing down 3 of his sentences as one sentence, to the point where the words are strung together in an order that makes no sense. I just can't keep up with the man. So I do record them, and I just can't seem to bring myself to play them back afterwards, which I need to work on. So that one's pretty intense, but it's a lot longer of a deadline. It's not until August, and that's a presentation, which also has to be handed in as a paper. And then of course it's practice. I had a crit yesterday with the full-timers, and I hadn't planned to, but I just kind of went off the handle a little bit about how my work's completely ground to a halt and stagnating, and it's as a direct result of the fact that I need this mould making induction in order to persevere with what I'm actually looking at, and I need guidance. And anyway, course leaders been and tried to iron that out a little bit and get it sorted. I'm going to go and see the technician and see if I can get some help there. Really what I need to do is show them my ideas and say, how logistically do I do this? Or if this isn't feasible, what is feasible that would give a similar kind of a result? And once I've done that, I can move on from it. Whether it's good or not, I can at least move on. But at the moment, I'm stuck in limbo with it. I've done a few more tests, which work, and I'm going to make another flat glass piece, but longer, with the intention of a light passing through. Maybe I can just make a video with that, I don't know. I keep being told not to worry and that the final trimester is when we make the actual work, but my point is I need to be good at doing what I need to do in order to make the work, so I need to be doing practice now. And by practice I mean in the true sense of the word, I mean in trying things out and ironing out creases and getting better at things. But I can't do that without some level of assistance, and as I said right at the start of the course, I've been doing glass now for 4 or 5 years. I signposted that as the element of my practice that I would like to develop most and incorporate further into what I do, whilst maintaining a multidisciplinary aspect to the overall field. And at the moment, I feel that it's status quo rather than evolution. And that's quite perturbing, really. So I've been a bit frustrated lately. Hopefully devoting a bit of time to this residency will give me a bit more confidence. I'm getting ideas for that, which I'm currently not for my own work. I keep saying my own work, the residency is my own work, it's just that it's collaborative. And I think it's going to work well for me, I really do. And it could potentially forge a collaborative relationship further down the line for the pair of us. We do get on really well, and I feel that we could disagree respectfully if it came to it. And I also think that, you know, we kind of share a lot of things and we have a lot of empathy for each other's situations. I have a lot of time for Claire, I really do. To be honest, there's a core group of both full and part-time students that I really do feel privileged to actually have a relationship now, and not just students but staff, and the lad that's the artist in residence I consider a really good friend now. I have to keep reminding myself that at the time Abbots Bromley closing was the worst thing that had ever happened to me. You know, you expect deaths, You expect to lose loved ones. You expect periods of upheaval, but the worst thing, and what triggered the most horrendous set of circumstances that I have ever been in, and he's continuing to have that effect because it's putting immense pressure on himself to provide for both of us, was Abbots Bromley closing. Now, he supported me when it came to doing the MA because he knew that it was going to help build my confidence and potentially open doors later on. But as time goes on, I know it's getting more and more difficult for him financially and emotionally. And I feel really, really bad about that. But I have to remember the positives, and the positives are I'm getting experiences that I wouldn't otherwise have ever had. I'm kind of living the dream in the sense that I am a full-time creative at present. I am an artist, which I've always called myself an art teacher, because although I was practicing, it was only when I could fit it in. A friend of mine's mum, when we were about 10, asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up, and I said I wanted to be an artist, and she laughed at me and said, well, you'll need to get a proper job. And it's always stayed with me. So actually it's quite nice to feel that actually I am living that dream a little bit, even though it is 26 years later. But the main thing that's come out of this is I had a little bit of redundancy money in my account when I needed to save my little rabbit's life, and people would laugh at that situation. They would laugh at that way of looking at things, but that one fact has suddenly this week really helped me come to terms with the loss of Abbots Bromley. The loss of Abbots Bromley will live on in me furthering myself as an artist and educating myself and improving on myself, but also in the fact that my little rabbit is here with me now. Well, he's not here with me now in the car, but he's survived, and you know, I just wouldn't have had that money sitting in the bank. I haven't got insurance for the rabbits. They're all considered senior rabbits. You'd be lucky to find anyone that would insure them, and there are conditions that they just won't insure against, and I can guarantee that stasis is one of them because it's just so common and just so life-threatening. This is the vets now. I always say I love my Keltie, my little boy, as I drive past there. Always. So anyway, I'm not going to get too downhearted. I'm going to try and channel myself for a few weeks into the residency and not worry too much about my main project, because the residency does fit in. It's still relevant, and it's still similar themes. It's just collaborative, as I say, and hopefully that should build a bit of confidence, and maybe ideas will come out of each. For example, ideas from my own practice for the residency, and for the residency for my own practice. But the main ideas I'm having are going towards the residency at present, and I am excited about it. We're also going to do an overnight stay because the library's open 24 hours, so we should be able to produce some interesting time lapses and sound recordings and things like that. But that's going to be quite late on, so it might be quite archival in nature. Anyway, it's gone very, very dark now, so it's very boring listening just